I mean... Elder, forgive me, but may I speak with you outside for a moment? An audience outside with Lady Frederica. To what do I owe the honor, and what would you ask of me? Alright, so I'm just gonna walk right past you and go in the house now. What were you sitting on? A box hidden beneath the rug. It seemed the Elder did have something to hide. That's pink salt. Perhaps this rock! Yeah, I knew there had to be something else. Boy, they are really leaning on pink as a theme color here, aren't they? Man has never seen rock salt before. You know, that's fair. Good old Himalayan rock salt.
Elder, for the sake of the Roselle, I've come to speak with you about the key.
Lord Serenoa, I am not one to speak in metaphor and code. I bid you tell me precisely what it is you seek.
I stole this from your house. Can you tell me what it is?
Could this pink rock be the key?
Where did you find that?
So it is the key. What do you know of it?
Clearly I can deceive you no longer. I shall tell you everything.
Oh, wow, really? So that, like, literally, it's like, find it or there is no way forward.
What is this strange pink rock?
So this explains a lot. This is obviously rock salt. And, you know, pink because theming. And it's probably mined from, like Chaos said, areas that aren't a salt lake in Hyzant. Now, I'm willing to bet that the Rosellan discovery and or control of such a resource is something that the Hyzantians worked really, really, really hard to erase record of. So that they could, in fact, so that they could maintain the monopoly over salt that is their seat of power. Both economically and politically. And religiously. Although religiously and politically are basically the same thing. This rock is probably what the entire Rosellan subjugation is about. Is like, stop using the pink rock salt. We own the salt.
A simple taste shall tell you all you need to know.
Lick the rock, Serenoa. Lick it. Lick it. Oh, Benedict does it. Good for him.
My word, it tastes of salt. No, it is salt.
Truly, a rock of salt.
Indeed, it is. And the story
It's
behind
arsenic,
it is
lol.
a long one. This crystal before you was brought here by Lady Orlea.
My mother brought this?
And you knew of this the whole time, Elder?
Yes.
That.
But the seeds of conflict ought not to be left in the sun where they are apt to grow.
That's what's in the mind.
That was our decision.
Are there any other crystals like this?
There are. Lady Orlea spoke of a repository rife with salt, hidden somewhere in Norzelia.
And where might that somewhere be?
Unfortunately, I do not know.
I do.
And I fear the knowledge passed with Lady Orlea herself.
I'm 1,000%
Do you
convinced I
anything
know where it
about this,
is.
Lady Frederica? Anything at all? Did your mother ever mention these crystals to you before? It is imperative that you remember.
I apologize, but this is my first time hearing of them as well.
Calm yourself, Benedict. You're scaring the lass.
Calm myself. The very existence of this crystal changes the nature of our realm as we know it. If you have ever wondered why Hyzant oppresses the Roselle or confines them to the source, this is your answer.
Yeah, it's right.
So they did it all to hide the existence of the repository and monopolize salt.
I literally
And not
said
just
that 3 minutes
anyone
ago.
who finds that repository could reign over all Norzelia.
Would it really have so great an influence?
Yes.
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers.
Literally, we've been talking about this the whole stream. And I'm really glad that the game is laying it out for the people who weren't there yet. But boy, have I been there.
It is one of Hyzant's fundamental beliefs. One that, due to their monopoly on both salt and the source, has appeared true all these years. But no longer. With this crystal alone, we can prove their doctrine false.
Revealing their absolute teachings to be mere fabrications would shake Hyzant to its very core.
Ideally, yes. However, big Dunning-Kruger and... Dunning-Kruger? The Dunning-Kruger effect is the one where when faced with incontrovertible evidence that conflicts with what you already believe, you cling harder to your beliefs, right? Or is that the one where you, like, the less competent you are, the more competent you think you are? I always get them confused. Anyway, it's that thing. Ideally, the belief system would be shaken to its core. In reality, a bunch of people would see that, get a new line of propaganda from their leaders, and just believe that. Okay, yeah, Dunning-Kruger is the one about not knowing. Yeah. Yeah, I always get those confused. The Dunning-Kruger is the second one, where, like, when you have, like, no aptitude to something, and you gain a little bit, you think you know more than everyone. Anyway, yeah, because this plot line needs to wrap up neatly, showing incontrovertible proof that shakes the core doctrine of the Hyzantian religion should bring everyone out to be like, wait, so we were lied to this whole time? But in reality, a bunch of people will just ignore it, and then Hyzant will reframe their messaging. And yeah, they will call it cursed devil salt. And they'll punish the Rosellans even harder. And basically blame them. Look, the tainted Rosellans have even tainted our salt. Like, it won't work. Let me back that up. It will work, but in reality, it would not work in the way it's going to work.
There may be hope for us yet.
A report, my lord. Hyzant's army is on the horizon.
Lord
That was
Serenoa,
fast.
If you would, I should like to be the one to speak to them.
Yeah, you're probably good at that. Oh! Oh, this is why Hyzant wants them back. It's not about the free labor, it's about this secret not getting out. How was this secret not the first thing? This is such incredibly heavy leverage. How did they... I mean, I guess they just wanted to live quietly and not be a source of conflict anymore, but...
Of course, Benedict. I leave the matter in your capable
I guess
hands.
because the plot needed it now. Oh, we probably can't fight this.
Lord Serenoa, how unfortunate it is for us to meet under such circumstances. But for disobeying the Holy One's order, I must strike you down.
Okay, wait though.
Before that, Minister Exham, there is something we wish to show you.
Imagine a dude showing up with an army saying, like, I've been ordered to strike you down. And, like, you're like, hold on, I gotta show you something. And he's just like, all right, cool, I'll look at the thing. Like, I feel like you don't... I feel like if you're here for an execution, you don't look at the executionee and have him be like, hold on, I gotta show you something. And he's like, okay.
It is a crystal made entirely of salt.
What madness is this you speak? This is salt indeed, but how is this possible?
It appears to have been passed down among the Roselle, and in a quantity large enough to rival the source.
Unbelievable.
Perhaps so, but we have proof.
We don't have proof, we have one
Found in
crystal.
places other than the sacred grounds beneath the goddess's feet. I am certain the implications do not escape you.
This is a terrible negotiation! Hold on, wait. We have no leverage! We gave him another reason to kill us all, which he's here to do anyway! Like, he's accepting that as a bargaining chip! Like, if he's buying our silence, this makes zero sense.
An audience with the Holy One. And a guarantee of safety for us and everyone in this village.
It would be a waste to dispose of both the crystal and House Wolffort here.
Oh, he has a personal... Okay. Yeah, he has a personal stake in this.
Very well then. I shall secure you an audience with the Holy One. And you have my word that the village will be safe from harm.
For now.
Thank you, Minister.
Oh, how I wish I could see the Holy One's face contorted so.
Oh, he's in! Oh, he's in! I knew I liked him.
We owe our lives to this. A crystal of salt. Or salt crystal, shall we call it?
I mean,
The Holy State's teachings are false.
Sure.
The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessings of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
Can you imagine if crystals like this were hidden beneath the surface of Norzelia?
I cannot imagine Hyzant being blind to their existence. Salt is the lifeblood of their nation.
Agreed. Which leads me to believe that they have relentlessly oppressed the Roselle to hide it.
You intend to negotiate with the Holy One, then?
Correct. This time, we shan't fail. Not with this salt crystal in our hands. Hyzant will swear its support to us.
If their teachings are truly false, could you not ask them to free the Roselle at the source?
oh, they won't do that.
That is a risk we cannot afford to take. Our first priority is rebuilding Wolffort. Without it, we cannot even hope to protect our own Rosellan village. I do hope you understand.
I see. I suppose you are right.
And what
He
will you do once
probably
granted those
is.
privileges, Benedict?
What will I do?
I tire of being made to decide like this time and time again. Don't you, Serenoa?
I do. Our choices grow ever harder, each time piercing me deeper.
It's time we decide what to do for ourselves. I
Wait.
wish to reclaim Glenbrook.
Okay.
With Hyzant beside us, we can defeat Frost. So when we meet,
I'm uncomfortable
we'll
with
ask the
Hyzant
Holy
being
State to go
beside
to war
us,
with
but
us.
I said it before and I will say it again. I would be prepared.
House Wolffort protects the Roselle in defiance of the Holy One's orders. Hyzant sends an army to punish Wolffort for their disobedience.
And then they go home.
Cornered though they may be, Serenoa and his comrades discover a crystal of salt, hidden in the Rosellan village. Benedict leverages its very existence in negotiations with the opposing General Exum and succeeds.
So I now see how the game
crystal
over
has the
happens.
power to change not only Hyzant, but the entire land of Norzelia. With it in hand, Serenoa goes to meet the Holy One.
Cause like Exham and an army surrounding the village show up, and you show him a mirror and a pelt, and he's like, okay, and then he cuts your head off. I think in his own way, Gustadolf is already using the salt mine as leverage over Hyzant. Because that was the whole power play move where he's denouncing them and shutting off trade. And it's like, well, how are you going to do that? Like, you're going to be screwed over because you don't have salt. And it's like, they do have salt. It's, where is it? Up here? Here? I forget where the salt mine is, but down here? Wherever it is. I think they're making moves that are reflected by the fact that No, I don't think Gustadolf wants a political alliance with Hyzant. He wants to overrun and control Hyzant. And he's going to use the fact that he has a salt mine in his possession to his advantage in doing so. Because they have basically control of all three resources, whereas Hyzant has only one. So by shutting off trade, Hyzant starts to wither, and over here they're doing just fine. So he's going to use that as a power play to, I'm going to say, he's going to use that as a power play to basically weaken Hyzant economically, and then subsequently just take over. I know Gustadolf I know he knows he has that salt, because that was the whole reason that they killed Dragan. Dragan was trying to use it as
an audience because of Minister Exham's petition, but I did not expect you to show us this. A crystal made of salt. How very fascinating.
You sound like you've seen it before, and you know exactly what this is and what it represents. No, I know. He doesn't know that we know of the existence of that salt. But he knows he has salt. Because Dragan was trying to use it for leverage to further his own house and his own family. And Gustadolf was like, screw that, murder him.
It certainly does contradict the doctrine here in our blessed land. Or it would, were it real.
Oh, there it is.
Have you any proof that this was not created by magic or technology?
Let's assume for a moment that it was created artificially, right? Why would that change anything? Like, yeah, we figured out a spell and can just make salt on demand now. Is that not also a threat to your doctrine? That's also salt that came from not the goddess. So, what is your point?
Well, with all due respect, Minister, I have a question for you in return. What do you think of Esfrost and Glenbrook's decree to stop trade with Hyzant?
I think it nothing more than a threat. Neither would last very long without our salt.
Unless they have salt.
Gustadolf is no fool. Such an edict would not come without proper countermeasures in place. Countermeasures such as another source of salt, for example. Having their own salt would make Hyzant's redundant, at best, and your nation would soon find itself in dire straits without the salt tax's revenue.
What is it you want from us?
Your full support.
Lend us your strength, and together we can defeat Esfrost, and Hyzant's ties to all nations will remain intact.
You mean to start a war?
The war is started.
But a puppet now.
I'm asking you to join it.
You understand this, yes?
We do.
Even so, my people do not wish for war. We must try to resolve this peacefully first.
Sure.
Do you think Gustadolf can be reasoned with?
Roland.
Need I remind you that it was he who invaded Glenbrook?
Roland. There is nothing wrong with playing out diplomatic options.
Be that as it may, neither my people nor soldiers will accept it as a reason to go to war.
Then I shall give you one. For I am
the second son of King Regna.
That's... Bro.
Roland Glenbrook.
Bro, that's also...
There is no mistaking that face.
Huh. So the prince lives to slay his kingdom's invader. We could not ask for a better reason.
But... Why does Hyzant give a shit about Glenbrook's royal lineage? Like... His music's doing it.
If you need a just cause to go to war, let it be me. We must stop Gustadolf.
It all makes sense now. O Holy One, have you heard? Pray, tell me what you would have us do. It shall be done. Wolffort, Prince Roland, heed the words of the Holy One.
Yeah, so you say.
The holy state of Hyzant stands with you. The Holy One would see you defeat Esfrost and restore peace to Norzelia. Our nation shall spare no effort in your fight against Gustadolf. From this day forth, we support Prince Roland as our commander and Lord Serenoa as one of the Saintly Seven.
Oh,
Me? A saint?
We are brethren now. We ride to war together.
We just got that position anyway. Wow, they straight went from...
Well, would you look at that? We secured Hyzant's support, and you even got yourself named one of the Saintly Seven.
We also received a signed document stating the Roselle and Wolffort are left in our care.
Good going, lad.
Oh, it is Benedict and Roland to whom we owe this victory.
Everyone here has suffered so much on my behalf. My weakness and worthlessness have brought pain and misfortune to you all. And for that I must apologize.
You've got nothing to apologize for. I already told you. House Wollfort's the sword and shield of the crown.
I've decided that I must press forward.
This feels pretty good, though.
Even if it means crawling forth on my hands and knees. I ask for your support as always. I know I will need it.
And you shall have it. I am with you every step of the way, my lord.
Is something the matter, Frederica?
No. My apologies for worrying you.
Now, to battle! We take back Glenbrook with our own hands!
I am willing to bet she's upset about the Roselle who are still enslaved here. Boy, oh boy. Gustadolf sure fucked up not wiping us out when he had the chance, huh? I mean, predictable.
Did you know about this salt crystal exam?
No. Neither did I know of Prince Roland's survival. I thought he had perished.
Likewise. What did you make of the Holy One's decree?
Hyzant is a grand nation, but unfortunately not one blessed with a bountiful harvest of anything other than salt. Were we not able to trade, there is no doubt our nation would wither to naught. We've relied solely on salt for much too long, and that reality was made painfully clear to us.
Harsh words, but true nonetheless. Do you think we can triumph over Esfrost?
Mark my words, Minister Camso. There is no fight Exham Marshal cannot win.
He's dead. But he'll be heroically dead. Like, he's gonna die, but he'll look really cool doing it.
The Holy One has ordered for us to deliver our Elfric to House Wolffort.
And here I thought your research results to be top secret. What a curious turn of events.
Perhaps the Hierophant determined it a good chance to test them in the field. They could easily sink an Frosty ship or two.
And yet I see not a trace of a smile on you.
I never wanted to build weapons for war.
Yet you don't think twice about toying with human life. How ironic.
How dare you?
She's pushing everybody's buttons, and we don't even have a name.
Have a wonderful day.
The audacity of Edor's dog.
They couldn't write that line as the audacity of this bitch. Yeah. But that's absolutely what the line is. And they want you to know it. Message received. Loud and clear. Oh, that was lovely. She's been in like 3 or 4 scenes and played a very manipulative and controlling role in each of them, and we have yet to receive a name or a profile beyond Bewitching Dancer. Honestly, Chaos, I don't think it would be a Nintendo thing that had them change that. I think that going straight in and actually saying the audacity of this bitch is, I think it would be too out of character, too out of character for not only her, but like the time period and the setting. Like, that's not something people in this setting would say. All right, it's time for Dog and Barks. Hey, you're being a little much. You're being a little much. Okay. All right. Okay. Whatever you want. Don't lick the microphone. Okay, well, you're up here. Now what? Okay. Everyone heard you. You're really right up there on the mic, too. Nope, his hand's over here. You can't have it. Well, I guess while he's up here, we can watch a cutscene, yeah? How's things going with Gustadolf? You having a good time? You're about to be having a bad time.
Are you certain it's wise to return to Esfrost alone, Your Grace? You are needed here.
If Sikrus's missive is to be believed, I'm afraid matters are far too grave to be left to anyone else.
Who the hell is Sikrus?
Svarog's deception is nearing its climax. His ill-gotten profits are being used to build a weapon of untold destructive power.
Our anonymous source from the manufactory hinted at as much. Svarog is bold to have carried out his plan this far.
Death Snell? What's that?
Let the adults speak, my dear.
If we're to be
I'm
wed,
so gonna
then
murder
there should
him.
be trust between us. How long do you intend on treating me like a child?
Very well. Tell her, Thalos.
If you insist, brother.
That's a power
This
play that
weapon
shouldn't have
combines
worked.
the powerful explosives developed by Dragan with Esfrost's mastery of steelcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Although yet to be tested, this cannon is said to have the power to breach even Hyzan's walls. The goddess's shield would buckle under a single blast.
But the shield is impregnable.
No such
I
thing.
have heard nothing of this. Do you think so little of your general?
You've lost a couple times.
As and when I command it.
Svarog's intent isn't to bring Hyzant to heel, however. He means to use the cannon against Brother. But the fool was so blinded by ambition that he never saw the strings guiding his every deed.
Fool that he may be, he served his purpose well. The cannon could not have been made without his engineers and Dragan's research. He will die secure in the knowledge that his bloodline contributed to the glory of...
Oh, Sarah, you're good, Grill.
Sadly, he shall not live to see his work completed.
Sort of tragic,
With it,
unfortunate,
we shall do
but...
what our forebears could not. The goddess's shield shall yield before Esfrost's might and ingenuity.
If we can even approach the walls, brother, the trade embargo will ensure that Hyzant is especially wary of our actions.
On the contrary, their focus will turn inward. With naught else to leverage their influence with, they will take measures to see that none of their precious salt escapes their borders. There may be some gnashing of teeth, to be sure, but it will only be in an attempt to hide their inner turmoil. Erica, muster a force, and march to the Hierophant's palace at once. Deliver to Hyzant my final demands.
As you wish, brother. I shall gather what news I can of the Saintly Seven's machinations.
Oh, you are going to find out some
Thalos,
things.
You will remain in Glenbrook. Conduct yourself as if I had never left.
You are going to find out some things you do not want to know.
That is all. Now go.
Or at least things you don't want to hear.
Even his own flesh and blood are but tools to be used and then discarded when their purpose is served.
So here's who we're dealing with. Her entire family was murdered, and then she was forced to wed the, she was kept alive and forced to wed the person who killed all of them so that she could be his puppet queen. And she's dealing with it so that she can, you know, find her way back. Do something about it eventually.
He has faith only in himself. Such has ever been his way.
Dio, should I save my game? Lick my face if I should save my game. Dio. Should I save? Okay. Okay, I did. I saved. You don't have to tell me again.
Esfrost and Glenbrook remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzant. Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzant to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State. Hyzant, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolffort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation. Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Again, we were at war before.
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer. Come to think of it, I heard that Wolffort was added to your saintly ranks.
Oh, they do already know.
Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
No, you did not.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Esfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. You can assume they have a plan in mind.
Then this was no more than a ploy to stall for time. We had best expedite House Wolffort's plans to take the capital. Minister Exham, send word to Minister Serenoa.
So, this is nice because Hyzant now sees this as not them helping House Wolffort, but rather a joint battle for survival against them.
You wish to lend us Hyzant's new weapon?
Yes, it was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lila developed in secret.
Apparently not that much of a secret. The fuck is that?
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric.
That looks like a localized black hole.
The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned that their power makes him unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Regardless, I'm certain it will
More Chaos Emerald.
Capturing Whiteholm Castle.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use, but Milo should be able to take care of that for you.
Milo?
Use them both wisely. I am Milo.
That's who that is! Let's get a profile! Oh shit. Hey. It's Milo.
A dancer by trade, but assistant to the Saintly Seven on occasion. I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
You sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger.
A Hyzantian spy?
Very likely.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't trust her at all.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares. Both my army and Minister Camso's will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Sir?
Most certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
This also means we get to use it as a, or they get to use us as a field test for their new weapon to see whether it blows up in our face or not. Or worse, doesn't. Milo seems cool, but I don't trust her even slightly.
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sicris.
Like, that woman is working for too many people on too many things. And she's too mysterious, and I don't believe she's actually loyal to any of them.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orleia.
Orleia? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Yeah. Surprise,
Salus
surprise.
or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance. If she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes. Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely.
Sort of.
Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
Also, I don't believe we've seen this guy before. Head of Esfrost's constabulary charged with upholding the peace. His honest and orderly conduct has earned Gustav's favor. Okay.
No need.
He's a cop.
Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses.
This right here?
It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Aye, Your Grace.
That mindset right there, like, Gustav has absolute tunnel vision. Sorry. He has absolute tunnel vision on the singular thing that he is focused on at this moment. And every time something comes up that should be important to him, he's like, nah, don't worry about it. That's not a big deal. And I feel like every one of those things is about to like coagulate together and collectively bite him in the ass. Also, shoutouts to the Telior domain, which may need to be renamed here shortly.
Benedict asked me to scout out Teliorn where the Esfrosti soldiers are stationed.
Thank you for telling your bird so that we can hear it. You probably shouldn't be saying this out loud, though.
Why did he ask me to come here in the first place? I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
Okay. Well, that scene didn't seem to have any significance.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzant refused our final offer.
By the way...
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzant would agree to open the source.
By the way, now that he's out of my lap and we're no longer getting the actual microphone ASMR, here are some doggo visual ASMR. You're welcome. Actually, the other one's down here too. But she's not as fun.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war, then?
We just have to beat them at their own game.
It was always going to come to war.
Saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit, right, Cordelia?
Enough, Thalas. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet.
I mean, we all know that, but you still gotta play the game.
You of Laura. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General of Laura. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, of Laura. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General of Laura. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook,
Yeah.
I do not intend to let Gustudolf have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have.
Yeah, they all kind of
also
turn
heard they
tail,
secretly
though.
Indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading.
He sure was.
Their kind knows no loyalty.
Accurate.
Indeed. But Gustadolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Petriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
And so Queen Cordelia creates a super PAC. Man, when this comes out on YouTube, I really hope I remember to make that a title, but I won't.
Not alone. But with you, General of Laura, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
As an Esfrosty general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you have told me. Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
Oh.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General of Laura!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzant and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this, for my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield.
Yo!
Thank you, General of Laura.
Let's go! I think those two just did hook up. Oh man, I'm so glad we can openly like General Evlora now. Because she's always had that sort of General Leo vibe of like, oh, you're super strong, but you're super strong and you're an enemy, but you conduct yourself with honor, so I have to respect it. It would appear we have to decide how to use the new weapon gifted to us by Hyzant tomorrow.